Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 14th through the 20th. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to check in here and see what's going on with the collective Taurus energy and see what messages are coming in for you guys. Now, if you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the dates I mentioned, don't you worry. You were led to it when you were meant to hear the messages that are in it for you. So keep in mind, it's a general reading. Not every message will resonate, but take what does. All right, Taurus. Let's get right on into it, my dears. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So your first card here is the Ace of Cups. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Good, strong start to the reading. Now, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance. If you're new to the channel, I do a once-a-month love reading, which is linked in the description. And in the weekly forecast, I want to focus on you and your energy and what's going on within your own journey. And we apply the cards outside of love and romance, right? Obviously, traditionally, Ace of Cups can be that soulmate love, true love, and some of you may be manifesting that, but it's much, much deeper than that. Ace of Cups is about fulfillment, feeling true, complete, and total contentment and fulfillment in your heart. So work that is rewarding and enjoyable, creative projects that you're able to see through and be satisfied with, a sense of contentment and comfort in your home environment, okay? So just a sense of being satisfied. It's really abundance. It's, you know, if I could wrap it up in one word, I would say abundance. Abundance is a word that people tend to only associate with money. But abundance is much more than just money. Abundance is every good thing, having every good thing in your life, your cup being full with every good thing, being satisfied with every good thing. And so this is the energy you're coming into, Taurus. Now, Ace of Cups is a special meaning for me because over the years reading for people, one of the things I've noticed is Ace of Cups seems to come up for somebody when they're making a really powerful karmic shift, right? We all have these cycles where we have the same thing happen to us again and again and again. We're like, oh my gosh, why do I keep ending up, in a relationship with the same type of, terrible person? Why do I keep having the same kind of horrible boss? Why do I keep having the same, it always happens, right? Or I always end up getting backstabbed by my friends all the time, again and again and again. There's this moment of awakening when we kind of snap out of it and we're like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired of having the same thing happen to me all the time. I'm ready to be happy. I don't have time. I don't have room in my life for this nonsense. I know what the red flags are. I know what to look out for. I know how I'm going to do things differently next time. Right? Like if this happens again, I'm going to spot it from a mile away and I'm going to go the other direction. I'm not giving this any more time. The universe is awesome. Wonderful. Taurus is awake now. Taurus no longer needs those painful experiences to poke Taurus to wake up. Now Taurus is awake. Now Taurus is ready to learn life lessons through happiness, through joy, accomplishment, success, love, creativity, friendship, loyalty, all of the wonderful things. So many of you have been learning painful lessons for a long time. Now you're going to get to shift where you're learning your lessons in ways that feel good, in ways that are enjoyable, okay? Over the years reading for people, that's something I've noticed about the Ace of Cups. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Ten of Pentacles. And Ten of Pentacles, okay, traditionally is going to be stability, long-term stability, stability for future generations even, like having something that you're going to be able to leave to either your kids or your grandkids or to an organization or a cause that you want to help along, after you're not around anymore. There's this sense of being able to leave behind the legacy or an inheritance, or like creating your legacy, traditionally with the Ten of Pentacles. Another traditional meaning of Ten of Pentacles can be manifesting, okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles is completion on the earth realm, right? Like things coming into totality in the physical world. So like the things that you've been dreaming about, the things that you've been imagining, Taurus, a lot of you might see this week and in the coming weeks, a lot of those dreams and ideas or imaginings actually manifest right in front of you. Like, oh my gosh, I always imagined this, or I always thought about this. Even if you're not a Taurus sun, if you're Taurus moon, Taurus rising, you might be seeing this happen where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually happening, or I can't believe that, you know, like I imagined this and like now here it is. It's like it came out of my imagination. So, but like in a good way, in a positive way, you know, this can be happening for some of you. But overall, stability, security, financial abundance, you know, a lot of you are calling this in. I also feel, Taurus, that a lot of you are establishing a position in like a group of people that's giving you or creating for you a sense of family. Okay, especially if you're estranged from your family or you're far away from your family. I feel like you're rolling up, like Spirit is showing me the visual of somebody rolling up their sleeves and getting ready to like do some real work. So some of you might be in this mindset where you're getting devoted to a cause or to an organization or something, maybe even it's in terms of your business that you're wanting to start. You're rolling up your sleeves like, I'm about to get to work, I'm about to get this done, right? And in this process, I feel like you're creating a sense of family. I'm even going to say a sense of authority. So some of you might kind of set out in an interest or be looking out to help in some kind of way, and all of a sudden you're taking leadership, like you're creating some kind of community or organization or some kind of co-op kind of situation. I feel that for some of you as well. Your next card here, Taurus, is the Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands can be an internal struggle, like where you're kind of, you know, struggling with something within yourself. Like you might be like, there's something you want to do, but you're scared to do it, or you're conflicted about doing it. Five of Wands could indicate, you know, arguments or fighting, not being on the same page with certain people in your life. But we have two very positive cards here coming up. And so I talked about self-employment, and I talked about getting involved in some kind of organization or like putting yourself out there in terms of your financial goals. And Five of Wands, when it comes to matters of organizations, business, career, Five of Wands can be a really good thing, because Five of Wands has the message of competition. And so this is like you making a name for yourself, or you being seen as like a worthy competitor, a worthy opponent. Like, oh shoot, where'd Taurus come from all of a sudden, right? We got to keep our eye on Taurus. Taurus is gaining on us, or Taurus is, you know, getting attention. Taurus is getting business. Taurus is getting offers, right? And so Taurus, some of you are, you know, putting your hat in the ring, so to speak. Like you're being seen, you're being noticed. People are maybe becoming more competitive with you. Some of you might feel or sense or see within your friends or family, as you're starting to have this energy opening up, and as you're starting to have these positive changes happening in your life, and you're becoming a little bit more ambitious, a little happier, a little bit more confident, you might notice or see that people around you all of a sudden are starting to compete with you. And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm just trying to live my best life, you know? But don't be surprised if you feel as though people are trying to like prove to themselves, like prove to you or show you that they're better than you in some kind of way, or that they have good things happening too. Don't be surprised. You might be seeing like competitive nature coming out in the people around you. Now, I want to pull clarifiers around the Five of Wands. I don't normally pull clarifiers in the YouTube videos and the weekly readings, I mean, or the love readings monthly, because people just want me to hurry up and say something and be done. But, so I don't know. I just kind of feel like I want to go a little bit deeper here with the Five of Wands. I pull clarifiers when people schedule private readings, but I try to keep the public video short. All right, Five of Cups. The Hanged Man, and the Ace of Swords. So Five of Cups is when we're kind of disappointed, or things haven't gone the way that we had hoped or the way that we wanted, or we may be trying to self-medicate in some kind of way because we're stressed out. Hanged Man is a card that comes up when we might feel like there's not a whole lot going on. We might feel a little stuck or a little trapped, but we forget. We forget that the Hangman is a major arcana card. And the major arcana cards come up when we're at a significant crossroads and we're coming into a new chapter in our life. This is super important because the Hangman for me is a card that comes up for somebody when they are getting unblocked and they're about to manifest. What do we talk about? Ace of Cups, turning over that karmic leaf. 10 of Pentacles, things that you've been imagining or seeing in your mind coming to fruition, taking shape in front of you. Hanged Man is coming up as like a caution because a lot of you are going to begin manifesting, but a lot of you are like manifesting on back order. You're backed up. You've been backed up for a long time. So some of the things that are going to come in, you've already outgrown it. Right? You don't want it anymore, or it's not going to bring you what you thought it was going to bring you. So, but you're still putting it out there to the universe on autopilot, right? The best way I can give an example is maybe when you were, if you put together a Christmas list when you were 4 years old, right? And you're going to put your Christmas list in this year. You're not going to put the Christmas list in from when you were 4 years old. But energetically, it's as if you've been putting in the same Christmas list every single year for a decade, right? Like for like 10 years, 15 years, whatever, right? And this is the year that it's going to come in, right? But then you're like, well, wait a minute. I don't want a tricycle anymore. I don't want a dinosaur set anymore. I don't want a Barbie anymore, right? So it's a good time for you to just kind of check in with yourself and see what you've been putting out there. And what's going to really make you happy? What's going to make you feel fulfilled? What do you really want in your life? It's a good time to kind of revise that energy and come out of the autopilot, okay? Ace of Swords is going to be new ideas, thinking, clarity, communication, mental clarity. Ace of Swords is a card that comes up a lot of the times when I see people are having an unblocking in the crown chakra. So in the crown chakra, you're going to end up, like this is the area where we receive messages, where we come up with ideas, where we do our thinking. And so you're finding ways to do things more efficiently. You're breaking out of the struggle. You're seeing what's not working for you anymore. And you're finding ways to make life easier on yourself. It doesn't have to be such an uphill climb. It doesn't have to be such a battle. Right? And some of you are seeing, especially those of you that are like, seeing these competitive people around you. Some of you are a little bit disappointed here with this Five of Cups. You're disappointed in their behavior. You're disappointed that people can't be happy for you. But you're seeing the truth of a situation. One of the things in my experience also with the Ace of Swords is that when the crown chakra is unblocking, a lot of the times when the crown chakra is unblocking, there's activity in the third eye as well. I see that happen a lot. It's happened for me in my own experience. It's happened with clients I've worked with in the past. So be aware and know that there might be some third eye activation. Your intuition might be strengthening, picking up more. Some of you might, I don't want to scare you, Taurus, but some of you might actually be starting like to see spirit. Okay, that happens with me whenever I have like my third eye opens up a little bit more. I don't like to see. I don't mind receiving messages, but I don't like to see. And so know that you have a choice, you have an option. As your third eye is opening and as you're beginning to receive messages from your angels and guides, or just being more aware of the spirit realm, you can put boundaries the same way that you would do with people. You can put boundaries and say, you know what, thank you, but I don't want to receive messages in that way. Right? I don't want to feel that, or I don't want to see that, or I don't want to experience, I don't want to experience communication in this way. You can put down those boundaries. Just be aware of that. Your next card here, my dears, is the Two of Swords. So negative ego is kicking in. These good things are happening. These changes are happening. All of a sudden, though, you're like, oh my gosh, people are noticing me. People are seeing me. People are trying to be competitive with me. And now, you might be a little bit scared. You might be a little bit scared. I do feel, Taurus, a lot of you have had past lives where it hasn't been safe for you to be in blessing or to be abundant. It hasn't been safe for you to have nice things in your life or nice relationship in your life, because you had people come in and like take it away. Like, oh, look, a rich person, let's go take all their stuff. Or, oh, look, this person has a beautiful spouse, let's go steal their spouse. Like, a lot of you have had past lives where you had a lot of attention, and because of that, a lot of attention and people being envious and people being competitive, they came in and they took from you. So in this lifetime, being successful, being seen, having a lot, having attention on you is kind of kicking up those fears from the past lives. And so it's going to be a time for you to come out of fear, right? Two of Swords is reading the writing on the wall and taking action, okay? If you don't, there will be some kind of a tower moment where you're being forced to move in a new direction anyway. So you may as well take the steps in the new direction while you still have time and while you have more control over how things happen, versus all of a sudden a tower moment and then you're being pushed to go in this direction, scrambling last minute, right? You're gonna be shifting anyway, so you may as well do it without the tower moment. But yeah, Two of Swords can just also be fear, just having fear, being afraid of the future, being afraid to move forward. And for a lot of you Taurus, believe it or not, I feel like the root of it is a fear of success. And I feel the fear of success is coming from past life experiences when, people were a little bit more brute, a little bit more barbaric, right? And you just have this fear of being seen. So it's time to overcome the fear of being seen, and it's time to overcome this fear of competition, and open up and allow yourself to have these experiences, allow yourself to receive. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others, or they may add a little extra information that can be helpful. You may want to get a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And the love readings for June are listed in the description, and the July love readings will be up soon. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much, Taurus. Take care, my dears. Bye.